Nothing, and I mean nothing, not even the end of service, can stop me, Katsume Gaming, from making banner guides for all of you out there who decided to stick with me till the end and enjoy the game while we can. And with that, welcome to today's banner guide for Fantastic Iris and Fes Mitsurugi. For all the people out there who just want to have a quick answer, here's the TLDR in the front, then I will explain the units afterwards. TLDR is we are getting enough quarters to pretty almost every banner, so just pull. Why not? Like, you get enough quarters really likely to just pity, especially if you have some prepared crowds like I have. There's no point to not just pull on a banner. Just get the units, have fun with them, that's it. But if you want to know why you should, even without that, pull for this banner and what the units do, let's take a quick look at the upcoming units. And we're starting with Fantastic Iris. And she is a really well-made unit that has pros and cons, and with that I think she is pretty good balanced, and she also looks pretty darn good, let's be real here. First up, she is based on a unicorn. So yes, we have pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows in the konosuba Fantasy days, which was really cool and is still really cool. Her passive trait is 6% physical attack and 10% ulti damage boost, which is fine, I would say. I will talk about her ulti later. We just talk about her kit first. She has an AoE lightning basic that deals 95% damage. She has an AoE skill that deals up to 126% damage if you are above 70% HP, and provides your team with a tier 2 agility boost for 10 seconds with a 23-second duration. And her last skill is an AoE physical attack skill, deals up to 185% damage if you're above 70% HP, and has the typical 70% echo damage for 12 seconds with a 23-second cooldowns. Again, to recap the echo effect, it just deals 70% of the original damage every 5 seconds with a duration of 12 seconds. It means the skill will trigger 2 times, so 2 times 70% damage bonus from the original damage. And that includes everything that was part of the initial damage. So attack boost, enemies defense lowered, crits, elemental damage boost, everything that was included, and that will also be included in the echo damage. So the more you hit with that, the crazier her damage will be. And that's pretty much what this Iris describes. She's a pure AoE unit that does a lot of damage with her echo effect. She has a speed boost, which is really cool. She does a lot of AoE damage, even with the other stuff. And she's pretty much the AoE queen for lightning. She's, of course, with that not amazing in single target, but she's still really, really good. And that is not only because of a speed boost, but also because of a fantastic ulti. Not forbidden ulti, sorry, fantastic ulti. A fantastic ulti is a variation of her ulti tune. With that, it is a neutral ulti that deals 408% damage, that provides a party tier 3 physical attack buff for 16 seconds, and a self tier 2 lightning damage buff EX. So she can buffer even more. She can also be the attack buffer for the team. And with that, she works really, really well with forbidden crits. I mean, just the matching in the echo skill that crits on all 4 enemies, thanks to the crit boost with lightning damage boost from the forbidden ulti, with that lightning damage boost, with another lightning damage boost from another unit. That is a lot of multipliers that can crit and that can then do a lot of damage afterwards. Like, no joke here. I got a rank 3 run when she dropped with Fes Mitsurugi and Forbidden Chris, just because of how many crits I've gotten, and it is just really, really fun to see the damage numbers go up with the team. And with that, it's also time to talk about the other unit, which is, of course, Fes Mitsurugi. And yes, we finally got a good Mitsurugi, because he has kind of what we need as the last slot. First up, passive trait, 6% physical attack, up to 12% if 70% HP or more. Nothing too crazy, but still better than regular 6%, so we'll take it. His basic has a minor self-heal. Self-heal. Important. You can't heal the team. Up to 100% damage if you're above 70% HP, which of course is more doable if you actually use your basic. He has a skill that is also an AoE skill, so, you know, fits also really well an AoE skill that deals up to 140% lightning damage if you're above 70% HP or more, and also provides 6 seconds of CDR on a 23-second cooldown, aka 17-second cooldown, let's be real here. Second skill is a 2x random skill, which also allows him to be decent in single target. It deals up to 185% damage, 2 times of course, and provides a self tier 2 lightning damage buff. So he cannot buff the team, but he can buff his own damage with that. Duration is for 16 seconds on a 21-second cooldown, so if we include the 6 seconds there, you can keep the self buff up the whole time, which is really nice. And of course, CDR is pretty much the only thing missing in the Iris and Chris team, so he fits really well in there. And of course, he got his ultis changed, which works pretty decent here, because he can, in theory, provide a physical attack buff, but we don't really need that with the Iris. Instead, he can provide a tier 2 all damage elemental cut to make your team more tanky, aka be the survivability of the team even though you can't heal, and a self tier 3 counter buff, which means he at least does some pretty decent passive damage as well. His ulti is also AoE, so it just fits even more in the AoE team comp. Again, I want to emphasize that even though everything screams AoE, just with how well they work with Chris, these units can also work single target and can be used in single target, but their main focus is of course AoE. And yeah, with that, it's normally time to look into the tier list. I just haven't done a tier list update where I include them, I think, because, you know, they were for next month. Let me know in the comments if you still want to see an updated tier list until the end. I am down to do so if you guys are curious for it, I want to see it. But until that, I just think, look at their rankings for the JP version. Both of them are ranked SS. With that, they are pretty good. If you even more curious, there's of course also the single and AoE tier list for those units. So that's also a great resource to just look how good these units are. Because if they're still good in the JP version, then of course they are good in the global version, right? But I think for now, I would say they are at least solid meta units on Element tier. Both of them. And with that, they are just really good pickups. So yeah, have fun summoning for them. Let me know also, how did your summon sessions go? Did you get them before reaching pity? Are you happy now that you can reach pity and don't feel bad about it? Do you just get them early and still have like so much more quartz overflowing? Are you even maybe putting more in the banner because there's a chance you can get off-rate Fantastic Aqua or Fantastic Darkness? Or do you save your quartz for the next Forbidden banner because you need Forbidden Chris like I do, for example? Let me know. I'm curious to what your plans are here in the game, what you're going to do. And yeah, also just general, if you have any other questions, any other things you want to mention, just write in the comments down below. I'm trying to be more active again to answer your comments. I did it at least more recent times. There's also a community post right now where I ask you guys if you're curious about merch. And I provided some pictures of what images could be on merch. So check it out. Please let me know if you would like to see it or not. Because, you know, if you want to, I can give you konosuba Fantastic Days merch, kinda. It would be cool. It would make the artworks that I have created, that got created for me, will actually still some use. They would make me really happy. So let me know, please, if you like the idea. And yeah, I will probably stream my posts. I'm not sure if I will stream it on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. You will see. I will try to announce it. And yeah, hopefully see you all there for the summon session. See you all there the next YouTube stream, next live stream. Thank you so much for your support. Still, also thank you so much for all the kind words that I've gotten over the last few days. Really warms my heart. It really makes the whole situation a lot easier for me. And of course, thank you guys for sticking with me, not only with konosuba Fantastic Days, but also just sticking with my channel and hopefully watching me in the future. That's it for today's video. See you all in the next one. Bye!
だから